I must say, I watched you on Sunday against the Texans, except I never saw you in the game. Were you hurt? Did you miss the game? Were you late for that too?
This is coming from you. Your standard is not very high. I can't expect nothing less from you. I mean, you with your babbling. You see, I have a job because I'm good.
Wait, the
you
guy...
have a job because you say the most erratic things. You get the craziest responses out of people. You get a rise out of them. You're very entertaining, Skip.
Okay.
Woo-ha. But see, I'm very entertaining. I'm also very good.
But there were things done here by someone here at this network that were inhumane.
The positions were only created so a novice could follow the game. Just because you're a power forward, that doesn't make you physical. Just because you're a shooting guard, that don't mean you can jack up threes. That's just
what were you,
position.
Jalen? What were you?
What were you? Did you
What were you?
Did you average 1.4 points as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so all of that Pistol P stuff, Water Pistol Pete Jr.
Okay, we'll address that later. We're going to.
Don't ignore that. Did you play junior?
Yeah.
Did you play JV as a junior?
Yeah.
You hate to see it. Skip and Shannon breaking up on live TV.
But I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
I think Skip's day is coming. We know white men in this profession can kind of get away and do with, what they want. Just is what it is.
You can say whatever you want. Skip can say whatever he wants, but Skip, whenever you refer to me, whenever you speak to me, whenever you address me me as all-pro Stanford graduate, because those are some accomplishments you can aspire to, you will never accomplish. You have never accomplished anything.
I think I've accomplished more in my field than you have in yours, though you're just getting started.
So I'm the top of my field. So I'm all-pro. I'm the best, one of the best 22 players in the NFL. You're going to brush it off, but I don't think you're the best 22 anything.
You think you're better than Terrell Revis is right now?
In my 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you.
If I get a disease and I'm going to die, how about get Skip Bayless in here and I kill him live on national television?
It's fairly obvious. Skip Bayless thrives off his own agenda of baiting athletes to react to his nonsensical takes. The most recent pro to draw his ire is Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons, whose podcast The Edge is carried by sports media giant Bleacher Report.
In Micah, 11 from heaven? Forgive me. He turned into 11 from hell. And guess what? Down the stretch, as usual, I had to file lots and lots of missing Parsons reports. Micah Parsons, unfortunately, proved to be a better podcaster than a playmaker.
Bayless did not hold back on Parsons and the Cowboys' lull against the Green Bay Packers. He tweeted in the wake of the loss, "Can't wait for Micah Parsons' podcast tomorrow. That's what he does best." Parsons would reply, "You're just a hating arse mofo who's mad I want to do your show. Where was all this when you were on my nuts wanting me to come on your show every Tuesday? You're lame as blank, Skip. Real stuff. Fake arse Cowboys fan."
Micah. Are you kidding me? It's my turn now. In the end, you're just not that guy. You're just a flat-out bum. You choked once again in the biggest of moments. In the end, you'll never be that guy, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. And by the way, you should get off my nuts because you're the one that wanted to come on Undisputed and you were too scared. I think you're scared of me, little Micah. 11 from heaven, more like 11 from hell.
Shout out to Josh Rosen. Now, what Parsons was referring to was when he was going to showcase his media skills in the year 2022, but decided against it, pulling out from the commitment and never actually appearing on the show as was previously reported. From Brandon Contez at Awful Announcing, last season Bayless and his then undisputed co-host Shannon Sharp announced Parsons was set to join their show every Tuesday, but the first Tuesday came and went. Parsons nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen. The Cowboys superstar ghosted the pair. And it was a shame, because based on the latest tweet and the interactions they have had, it would have been great. It actually had the potential to be awesome. If I were to give social media advice to any of these athletes who are going to have a target on their back at all times, understand that this is the Bayless playbook. And sadly, on top of that, this has become the media playbook. Try and poke those who have, especially athletes, tons of followers, a huge social media following, have their own podcast, have their own YouTube channel. The Dallas Cowboys season is over. And what did Skip Bayless do? He blamed the Dallas Cowboys loss in an entire clip on his show on Micah Parsons' shoulders. Said it was the worst game statistically he ever played. Said that he was a huge letdown. And he ranted about why Parsons was terrible for over 3 minutes. You can go one of two ways here, is what I would say. One, you respond and you better come back with something that is real good. But understand, no matter how good it is, he's going to come back at you another 2 or 3 times. And in that vein, a la a Damar Hamlin situation, he's then going to be talked about because he wants to become the story. Secondly, you just don't say anything at all and you just wear the loss. But to understand how your name is going to be dragged through the mud, understand who is doing the dragging and how he has built his media career doing so.
Micah, are you kidding me? It's my turn now. In the end, you're just not that guy. You're just a flat-out bum. You choked once again in the biggest of moments. In the end, you'll never be that guy, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. And by the way, you should get off my nuts because you're the one that wanted to come on Undisputed and you were too scared. I think you're scared of me, little Micah. 11 from heaven, more like 11 from hell.